Alright, here at No Reserve we have our one owner 1992 F250. It's extended cab, long bed, XLT, fully loaded. It's got the 460 automatic, and it's only got 92,000 original miles. It's got a nice, kind of like a tasteful color option. It's called Colonial White, and then it's got the light, I think it's called Light Saddle, but it's like a light metallic brown. No accidents. It's got a couple areas of surface rust I'll show you, but no actual cancer itself to the metal. It's an all original truck, but the brown has been repainted at one point, and I'll show you a couple areas where that's evident. But this is original, but you'll see like on some of the pinstriping, you'll see an area of repaint, and then some areas where the top area is flaked off to the lower area to the original brown. But I'll get into that. We'll start in the front to show any wear and tear, but it's a really clean truck. Doesn't need anything. AC blows cold, power windows, power door locks, brand new wheels and tires. And if this isn't your look, you know, it's $1,800 with wheels and tires. You know, load range G 265 75s. If you like the original steel wheels with hubcaps, we do have a set of those that would swap you out and probably give you a little bit of a discount. They got good tread. So we'll start out here in the front. You have just a couple of typical small stone chips. You know, about the size of a pen, ballpoint pen tip. Chip there. A little bit of aging on the chrome headlight bezel right there. And along here on the grille, you see a little stone chip. But you see it kind of just drips down here and wears on the chrome. The headlights are a little fogged, but there's no condensation in there. So you could buff those out. There's a lot of manufacturers like Meguiar's and 3M that offer that. You got some little stone chips on the front, valves, but not that many. You know, just little guys. And you also have what's called sandblasting or peppering on the plastic trims. You'll see little tiny stone chips. And then this area is black originally, and it has aged out a little bit and faded. So you could go through and paint it with a semi-gloss black, or a lot of people will say paint it body color. So if you did this in like Colonial White, it would look really sharp. You got a group of 3 little chips right there. Bigger chip, bigger chip. The windshield has been replaced at one point, and it's got a small chip on towards the passenger side. I'll show you. But there's no paint lifting here. This is a real common area. Window bounce off this and flake the clear coat or paint there. You got a couple stone chips on the pillar. Rubbers around the wing windows are nice. You know, these door felts are aged, but these are original glass. It has tinted windows that you could take off if you want to, but there's a couple areas I'll show you on the side that are flaking. Well, I'll go back over to the fender. You got a small area, pinstripe is chipped, little chip, and this is I've seen this before, and I believe this is what's from someone threw an egg at the truck. It makes this kind of like circle pattern chips. The rocker area is really nice. I mean, there's barely any stone chips. There's a little chip right there. I mean, you have just a little bit of entry wear. You got a chip there. Very soft door ding right there, but there's no paint damage, so you could get like paintless dent removal. Again, that brown is flaked right there, and that's the original brown underneath. And you will see this, for some reason it's around the pinstriping. I think they didn't do the best job of, you know, because they didn't replace the pinstriping. The pinstriping is original, so when you do that, you don't get that paint edge underneath the stripe to protect it, so you'll get some of that flaking. And I'll follow this so you can see it. You know, the wax gets in there and makes it more evident. If you clean out that wax, you don't see it as much. There's a little scratch, chipping. But so we'll go back around here to the extended cab. I don't know if I mentioned that. It's got that really nice condition on the bottom area. You know, no rust in the wheel well. Got a little chip around the gas door, kind of like your gas door wedge, a little chipping on that in there that goes to the original brown underneath. Lower rocker area is really nice. Chip right there. You know, it had a canopy on its most of its life, so I mean, there's just some surface rust like I was talking from just wear and tear. Some bed rails got some wear, probably from the canopy vibrating and wearing on it. Top of the tailgate's got some wear, but again, you could get, you know, for about $100, you could get black or diamond plate or polished aluminum bed rails, and they'd cover all this stuff and make it look like new. But you know, this is the way the truck is and kind of how it's been cared for, so we like to kind of show exactly how the truck is and not throw that stuff on there. You know, you have some chips here and there. Anybody's got a pickup knows what this is probably from. Probably had the trailer too high and boom, down to the bottom a little bit. You can see there. But the cool thing is you could really have just this bottom area fixed and just painted brown down there. It's got an aftermarket, you know, drop style step bumper. You know, this, I guess this is just the style that they are. It's got a little lip down there, but you know, the chrome does show some aging. You know, the aftermarket stuff is usually never as good as the factory. Got chip. Again, you got some bed rail wear. Typical kind of stuff. There's some surface rust here from the canopy. It was kind of wearing on the way the paint wore, but I'm going to go through this and show you. There's a couple areas over here that's nice solid metal. It's just the paint's chipped, is flaked away, and then kind of left exposed metal, so it's surface rust. There's a chip there, a couple of chips there, a couple of issues there with the pin striping. Again, you have this. So you really could have the brown just redone, and you could do it any color you want, but this would be just an outstanding paint job, and that's pretty much the extent of it. Again, the rubbers around the wing windows good. Door felts are a little aged. Rockers are really nice. You got little chips there, chip in the door. But bottom area is just beautiful. You know, there's no cheap undercoating, just original white paint underneath there. Frame's in nice shape. So I'm gonna pull out my knife here. You can see it's got a sharp end on it. You can listen to that metal, it's nice and solid. Take you around to the other side. And there's two surface areas underneath the door too. You know, it's just solid metal. You got this area. Again, that's even nice solid metal. I mean, it's not, if it was cancer, it would be a deeper sound and just come right off. There'd be a hole right there actually. And I'll take you around underneath the passenger door. And unfortunately, back in the day, they just didn't do a whole lot of stuff to protect these trucks for longevity. You can just hear it's nice, solid metal sound. I mean, if you had brand new bare metal and you hit it, make the same sound. So I'll take you on the inside. The interior is basically perfect. You know, everything works. You got a little bit of wear on your dash here, but I mean, it's just amazing shape in here. Carpets are beautiful. They're not flattened down. You know, they got that nice factory kind of circular pattern. No wear on the seat. Non-smoker. No pets. You can see the rear carpets. Lighting's a little weird here with the video, but if you look at the pictures, it shows the color really nice. The video, for some reason, is showing it to be a little lighter. Both metal speaker covers kind of have, this is kind of a common deal. You see kind of that surface rust in there, but you can take some goof off or cleaner and actually pull that right off. Here's that chip I was talking about, real little guy that could be fixed. The rear seat, if you don't know about these, you just pull this, and then actually you can, it's a full metal piece, and it makes a whole pan. Like this will fold down too, but it's kind of a two-handed operation. You can see headliner's not sagging. All the lights are working. You know, door panels besides that little speaker surface rust is in perfect shape. Take you back over here. Same thing, just super nice condition. I mean, no wear on the seat. Seat lever works nice. Pulls forward. And I'll just push this back a little bit so you can see the carpets are in excellent condition. Here's your van. You know, no cracking on the top. There's a couple areas on the top of the roof that have some wear in the paint. It's just small areas, like the size of a, I guess, a eraser on a pencil. But if you look at the steering wheel, really nice condition. And the truck is warmed up. So, you know, we do a cold start video, and then we like to fire them up when they're warm too before our drive. But you can see a really nice condition. I mean, no crack in the black, is just in killer shape. You can see it's running nice and smooth, all warmed up, no belt noise, no exhaust manifold leaks. So alright, we'll go do our driving video. and get her pictures done, and hopefully you guys can stick around for that.